Alright, I'm going to review some basics around logarithms. So first off, I'm going to go into what exactly is a log and how we work with it. So a log is what you see right here. So this is log, and we're going to get into this, base 2 of 8. So a lot of people don't understand what exactly is a log. And most people are like, I don't know what it is, but I just know how to work with them. What logs do is it helps us find exponents. So what it's going to do, it's going to help us solve equations like this. So whenever your variables are up and in the exponent spot, what logs do, the logs find the exponents. So logs are exponents. That's why they're important to us. So there's a lot of moving numbers with logs, and a lot of people are like, I just don't know what each of them stands for and how to go back and forth. Because what we're going to do is we're going to convert from, this is exponents to logs, and we're going to go from logs to exponents. There's a few common sayings we can use to go from logs to exponents. Now remember, exponents, you have some base, like 3. The exponent is always the power up top, so we could say like 3 to the 4th power. And whatever this is equal to, that's our answer. And that kind of drives how we come up with this saying. So there's two ways you can kind of remember what all the moving pieces are. The first way is you can think of bacon and eggs. So if you're thinking about breakfast, bacon and eggs. And how that works is put your bacon and this is equal to eggs. Bacon and eggs. And hold on to that 1 second. So that's one common saying is think of bacon and eggs. And I'll go into why this all makes sense in a second. The other common saying is, and the stupid slang kids use these days, is when they talk about someone, they say it's their bae. So you're bae, B-A-E. Dumb, but bae. So you can either think of bacon and eggs if you're not crazy and do dumb slang, or you can use bae if that's what works. Now here's why those sayings are important. Notice how both of these are B-A-E, bacon and eggs. Here's how it works, and these two sayings is how we can organize all of it. When you're looking at a log, the number down here is always your base. So base B, B, B. The big number here is what is going to be your answer. Answer, A. And this is always equal to your eggs, or your E, which is going to represent your exponent. Now, why this is important is when you're going from logs to exponents, exponential form always has a base. That's the big number. Raised to a power, that power is always your exponent. And whenever you take some number to an exponent, you get an answer. So that's kind of how it all works. If you need to pause just to look at this and keep it all straight, but you can think of bacon and eggs, base, answer, exponent. So converted to exponential form, you have a base that's raised to an exponent, and this is going to equal your answer. So what we're going to do is, and I think it helps a little bit to see some examples. So we're going to convert from exponential form to logs. How do I know it's exponential form? Well, this is 3 raised to the 4th power equals 81. So early on, what I'm going to do, now I don't do it this often. Eventually you're going to work up the experience to be able to look at this and immediately convert to log form. Once you're there and comfortable, that's great. What I'm going to do is I write down and try and find my base, answer, and exponent. I write those down because then it makes it easier if I remember where each piece goes. So this is 3 raised to the 4th power. The bigger number there is always your base. So I know my base is 3. I'm raised to the 4th power. That 4 is an exponent, so my exponent is 4. And if I plug this into a calculator, I would get my answer, which is 81. So I have my base, answer, and exponent. So if I'm in exponential form and I want to go to log form, again, think of BAE, B-A-E, or bacon and eggs. Base, answer, exponent. So the first thing I need is log, and I'm going to put a subscript, which means I put it below here, my base. So my base is 3. Going back to this, the next thing is your answer. Well, my answer was 81, so I'm going to write 81 nice and big. And this is supposed to be BAE, ends with E, bacon and eggs, ends with E. end with my exponent. Well, my exponent was 4. So 3 to the 4th equals 81. Change to logarithm form is log base 3 of 81 is equal to 4. That's it. Nothing else to it. So going the opposite way, if I want to go from log form to exponential form, so how do I know I'm in log form? It literally says log. So what I do early on is I try and figure out what my base, answer, and exponent are, because I want to know what is my bay. So, and when you're in log form, remember we're going to be thinking of bacon and eggs or bay. So BAE, bacon and eggs. So the first number I get, that 5 right there, that is going to be my base. The spelling of bay after that is A. So next number over, 125, that is going to be your answer. And again, think of bay or bacon and eggs. And within E or eggs, E exponent, so that 3 is my exponent. So if I want to go to exponent form, the first thing I need is I need a base, my big number. And if we're in exponential form, we need to raise this to an exponent. So my base is 3 raised to an exponent of 3, 5 to the 3rd. If I plug that into my calculator, I get an answer. So this is going to be 125. So that was going from logs to exponents. So we get 5 to the 3rd equals 125. That again is logarithm basics. The important things are think of bacon and eggs and bay, and know that logs, what is a log? It is exponents. We're finding exponents. So that is what a log is.